Ladies and gentlemen, DJI fans, pilots, photographers, filmmakers, hello image creators. We've all been waiting a long time for this moment, but I know, you know, patience always pays. It's a big part of our work, waiting for the odds, the weather, the right perspective, the right time. A special moment. Well, here we are. I'm Ferdinand Wolf, drone pilot and part of DJI's development team. But especially, I am an image creator. Over all my years with DJI, I've met so many other creators, tech friends and fans. I can truly imagine how excited you are right now. I am as well. And I'm also extra proud to represent this moment on behalf of my colleagues all over the world, because it marks a very special milestone for the whole DJI family. So please allow me to do something we rarely do and share a word or two about our company. DJI was born from a simple dream, allowing you to effortlessly control an aircraft and create impressive images on the fly. And for 15 years now, we do exactly that, enabling image creators to capture easily what could only be imagined before. But while we're widely known as the drone company, only a few know what the letters DJ and I stand for. That's Dajang Innovation, short DJI. Innovations paired with Dajang, inspired by an old Chinese idiom, means to us, big dreams have no barriers. This is what drives us, the reason why we won't and why we don't just imagine. The reason why, as soon as we master one thing, we'll use that experience somewhere else. So we've already put our gimbal technology from aerial heights into the hands of pro filmmakers. Shout out to my friends in Hollywood. We give weekend action heroes the tools to become true image creators. We enable farmers, firefighters, builders, scientists, and many more to make the world a safer, smarter, and more promising place from above. Moreover, we've expanded far beyond where we began, making advancements in various fields such as autonomous driving, educational robotics, physics, and AI. We simply love searching for solutions that let you discover the space around us in an intelligent way. Products that feel like they're coming from the future, but help to improve the world today. Big dreams, I know. But we really don't like barriers. Not for us, not for anyone else. So we just keep making the most complex technology accessible and easy to use for everybody, every day. And today, this thought brings us back here. Back to our original dream, helping everyone to see the world in a smoother and better new way from above. A dream about beautiful technology that in return creates beauty. Undiscovered beauty. New masterpieces. This is always our goal. No matter how the world acclaimed our earlier products, we wanted to surpass them. And when it comes to our flagship drone, surpassing what we've already done before required us to work harder than ever. Just a better drone wouldn't be enough this time. We had to put imaging above everything. Enough teasing, let's take off. Introducing DJI's new masterpiece. To all the image creators around the world, this one is for you. Please welcome our latest flagship, our pride. The drone that is here to change the way we shoot, the way we see, the way we fly. Again, Mavic 3. Mavic Pro was a foldable revolution in 2016, fitting in a small bag but shooting big images on the go. I remember flying an early prototype. What a game changer. Mavic 2 Pro followed in 2018 as a glimpse into the future of professional imaging with a 1-inch sensor. It was our first Hasselblad cooperation as well. Each Mavic Pro has been the ultimate choice of its time. This is true for Mavic 3 as well, but on a whole new level. This new Mavic belongs in the toolbox of every true image creator. And here are 3 bold reasons why. 1. The dual camera system. An incredible Hasselblad camera with a stunning 4/3 CMOS sensor. Plus, a second camera with a 1/2-inch sensor and a telescopic lens for exploring distant spots and new creative techniques. Endless possibilities and badass image quality. More about that later. 2. APAS 5.0 comes with an omnidirectional obstacle sensing system, autonomously sensing obstacles in all directions, like a careful assistant that protects your footage. 3. Mavic 3 stays in the air for up to 46 minutes, giving you a crazy 50% upgrade to Mavic 2. More flight time to get the next perfect shot. We could have called it Patience Plus. Mavic 3 is here, ready to start a new era. The shift from a supreme drone with a great camera to a supreme camera that flies perfectly. And I can't wait to show you this camera in action. So let's go, follow me outside for a sneak peek at the peak. The camera quality is absolutely outstanding. You get stunning images in almost any conditions. So there's no need to go to scenic places for epic shots. But if you can, of course you go. Quite impressive, right? Well, when we say we put imaging above everything, we mean the best image quality you can get from an aircraft that fits in a small bag. We mean a truly professional camera system that you can use to capture any perspective. We mean an intuitive and safer user experience to fully focus on imaging. That's Mavic 3, finally here to change aerial imaging once again. But to achieve that, we had to change more or less everything. At first, the obvious. We know that to select the best shots, you need enough shots to select from. And to make as many attempts as possible, you simply need time. To get significantly more time in the air, we had to refine the entire structure of Mavic 3. First, we took inspiration from nature and aerial science to help us make propellers and motors more efficient. Then, we redesigned the gimbal, the arms, and the main body to improve how Mavic 3 moves through the air. The result? A drag coefficient 35% lower than the last generation. That's why Mavic 3 looks sharper and more agile. It's not just the darker color, it was an enormous effort to redesign every millimeter of Mavic 3 to move more smoothly. And that's just what you can see from the outside. On the inside, it's also stronger, way stronger. By balancing weight, volume, and power consumption, we got more room for the battery, leading up to 30 kilometers flight distance per charge. And a flight time of 46 minutes. That's 15 more minutes to explore, prepare, and shoot compared to Mavic 2. And that's huge, especially when you're used to testing the limits of our batteries like I am. You'll love another improvement. You can now charge batteries inside the aircraft via USB-C. Helping you to be ready ASAP whenever a perfect shot opens up. Speaking of perfect shots, have you ever lost a shot like this? An absolute nightmare. That's why we wanted Mavic 3 to be safer than any other professional drone. To protect your images, your raw materials, your work, whatever comes. So we got rid of all the blind spots with APAS 5.0, allowing Mavic 3 to see whatever comes in every direction. Up, down, sideways, front, back. Safe in almost any environment. APAS 5.0 has upgraded omnidirectional obstacle sensing. Multiple visual sensors allow an extremely accurate recognition of obstacles in 360 degrees and let Mavic 3 automatically avoid them, even in normal mode. or in a trekking situation. There, the new ActiveTrack 5.0 allows a more motion-based and natural tracking in 3D. Even when the drone briefly loses track of the subject, it keeps following it until it finds it again. Imagine letting the drone handle the flying while you stay in your zone, focusing on what you came for in the first place. And in case you stay in your zone for a little too long, no worries. Our newly designed advanced return to home function is backing you, returning the aircraft smarter and safer than ever. With traditional return to home, the aircraft first ascends, flies back in a straight line, hovers above and finally lands at the takeoff point. If it spots an obstacle, the drone climbs to avoid it and then descends to resume to return to home. Hardly efficient. Advanced return to home, specifically designed for Mavic 3, will now take more intelligent and efficient flight routes with reduced power consumption, leaving more energy for imaging while increasing safety. To achieve that, the DJI Vision processor scans the surrounding environment in real time during flight. As soon as advanced return to home is triggered, the aircraft will measure the current wind speed and calculate the required power based on wind and distance. It will not only start its return to home on the safest flight path, it will start the return to home as late as possible to again save energy for a longer flight time. By significantly optimizing sensors and algorithms, we also increased the forward detectable range from 20 meters to 200 meters, enabling Mavic 3 to make dynamic route changes much earlier and safely navigate around obstacles during return to home. DJI has always led the industry in developing the tools for safe flight. Advanced safety features bring peace of mind for you and the people around you. And with advanced safety to guide your flight, you have advanced creative freedom. Speaking of freedom, we believe your tech shouldn't limit your imagination. It should enable it. And shooting freely demands an absolutely stable transmission. Your creative vision shouldn't depend on whether your signal is strong enough to clear a building or a mountain, or a building in the mountains. That's why we upgraded the transmission system to DJI O3 Plus. Stronger, way more reliable, enduring, powerful. And in combination with an additional DJI cellular transmission dongle, unbeatable. With this, Mavic 3 can leave the point-to-point connection and enter the 4G cellular network. So now, with the relevant permissions and following your applicable laws and regulations, you can pretty much fly from anywhere to anywhere. On the whole, Mavic 3 provides a much better connectivity. It's now able to transmit footage from the aircraft directly onto your mobile phone through Wi-Fi 6 protocol, without the need of a remote controller. And when I say remote, I mean a next-generation smart remote controller. Available with the Mavic 3 is the new DJI RC Pro, the absolute latest and smoothest control experience. With extended operating time, faster charging, enhanced antenna power, and transmission distance. Plus a 1000 nit screen built to give you the best and brightest display for your image. And that's exactly where I want to take you back now. To the heart and soul of mighty Mavic 3, its imaging performance. For an imaging professional, you expect a camera that performs great in low-light situations, is able to handle high dynamic range, and captures the finest details even at the widest angles. And Mavic 3 delivers, thanks to an original Hasselblad camera with a 4/3 CMOS sensor. Getting a sensor of this size to work on a drone of this size was probably the hardest part, but also the most rewarding. Imagine aerial photography with 12-bit RAW and 20 megapixels. Or imagine capturing images with a higher dynamic range of 12.8 stops. Or don't just imagine. Plus, all the light reaching the sensor comes through a lightweight Hasselblad lens, offering you stunning image quality with an equivalent focal length of 24 millimeters, an aperture of f2.8 to 11, and an 84-degree FOV. Ready to create your new masterpiece for magazines, billboards, galleries, clients, or just for the fun of it. Photo or video. With Mavic 3, you can instantly switch from creating aerial photos like a pro to creating aerial videos like a pro. Videos with up to 5.1K at 50 frames per second. Yes! Giving you 5.1 thousand opportunities for resizing and reframing in post-production, without even having mentioned the 10-bit D-Log color profile. That's amazing. And that here is amazing too. Slow motion shooting with 4K at 120 frames per second and even full HD video at 200 frames per second. But still, there are even more possibilities with Mavic 3, because Mavic 3 comes with a second integrated camera. Telescopic lens for long focus with up to 28 times hybrid zoom. Use it to explore your surroundings for the next shots and create unseen perspectives. With an extra half-inch sensor for this camera and an aperture of f/4.4 and an equivalent focal length of 162 millimeters, we definitely reduced limits. Then there's even a third focal length, with the new attachable wide-angle converter that allows you to shoot super wide at an impressive 15.5 millimeters. The variety of photo and video possibilities in a drone that fits in your hand is simply unmatched. For those who want to raise the bar of aerial videos higher right away, up to cinematic, we created a second impressive version of Mavic 3, the new Mavic 3 Cine. The name says it all. The Cine version comes with two impressive upgrades. One, Apple ProRes 4:2 HQ video codec, the current industry standard for professional video productions. This will not only help you to express your view on the world, it will also impress every single viewer. And two, an integrated, gigantic 1 terabyte SSD drive to handle large amounts of the data from the ProRes codec and high frame rates. A lot of great news to digest, right? I feel you. Both versions of Mavic 3 enable incredible opportunities while shooting and create astonishing image quality for post-production. Mavic 3 also gives you new dynamic options with master shots. It's a new programmable mode that lets you create preset maneuvers for fully edited, dubbed and captivating films with just a touch of a button. This, as well as many other intelligent features like hyperlapse, timed shots or HNCS, share one goal: to enable you to create professional, ready-to-share footage on the fly. What's HNCS, you're asking? Well, that's short for Hasselblad Natural Color Solution. It empowers Mavic 3's imaging with incredibly rich, pure and accurate colors for a professional touch right off the bat. No need to select from multiple presets. So yes, we did it again. To get the best image quality on board, we worked with the best, Hasselblad, the exclusive camera brand from Sweden that so many image creators dream of. And I really do think DJI and Hasselblad are a dream team.
The path to the perfect image, forever a journey. A journey that these two travelers started far off, far away. One sets out with the belief that everyone sees the world in a unique way, inspiring all to express their own artistic vision with sublime imaging technology. The other sets out believing everyone should experience the future of possible, empowering all to envision it in the smoothest way imaginable from every angle. Year after year, both follow their own footsteps, paving their own paths. With the most original tools, the mightiest of their times, both keep opening the eyes and mouths they find. Until they find each other. And with them, precision finds unlimited perspectives. Heritage finds cutting-edge possibilities. Beautiful craftsmanship finds the beauty of new technology, knowing soon their differences would only make them stronger together. Together, they make excellence look easy to redefine fine imaging. Together, they create new paths to inspire all of us. Together, they keep traveling to your perfect image. See what's possible.
Redefining fine imaging, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm super glad to have a true Hasselblad insider here to talk about fine imaging. My colleague and friend from Gothenburg, Sweden, welcome Brunius.
Hey Ferdi, hello everyone.
Thanks for joining me today. You know, we're super proud of Mavic 3, also because of the fact that it carries the name Hasselblad. Would you please remind us what the name stands for, in a few words maybe?
Of course, so Hasselblad has a profound tradition in excellent photography. Founded 8 years ago by Victor Hasselblad, we soon became one of the most trusted global companies for professional imaging solutions and still are. Our cameras, I can proudly say, have been used by some of the most outstanding photographers ever since.
Definitely. Your deep understanding of the photographer's eyes is one of the reasons for that. And another for sure is Hasselblad's renowned, superb feeling for colors. So what can our creators out there expect from the Hasselblad Natural Color Solution, the HNCS in the Mavic 3?
A lot of experience and a little bit of magic. See, with our traditional camera systems on ground, we aim to let image creators express their artistic vision exactly how they imagine it. Therefore, we defined a unique color space and developed a profile solution that renders colors naturally without any compromises for better handling of shades, skin tones, contrast, and illumination. And that's what creators can expect from Mavic 3 as well. HNCS will calibrate each pixel to render natural colors and apply excellently balanced grading right away.
Yeah, you can certainly feel a unique purity in every image. Bronius, you said Hasselblad's a brand of profound tradition. Then comes DJI, very techy, non-traditional if you will so. Where do you see the common denominators between these fairly different brands?
Well, first, sky is not our limit as well. I mean, you know that the first photo on the moon was taken with a Hasselblad camera, right? But seriously, on the second glance, the two brands have more in common than one might think. Like the enabling factor, both allow and inspire creators to truly realize what they imagine, to fulfill themselves creatively. With that comes the honor DJI and Hasselblad share, working with the world's most skilled artists, image creators, and engineers. And of course, the high-end products with focus on functional and original design, making both brands the premium choice in their field.
Okay, that's quite on point, I would say. Maybe one last favor?
Sure.
Tell me one reason that I didn't come up with why the Mavic 3 is the premium choice, a must-have for true image creators.
Well, I'm convinced the Hasselblad L2D20C with a 4/3 CMOS sensor and its processing speed is actually strong enough to even compete with the smaller pro cameras on ground. But as soon as it's in the air, it's something else. But hey, why not ask a true image creator, like an official Hasselblad master photographer? Benjamin, what do you think?
Hello, my name is Benjamin Everett. I'm an artist, a photographer, and a former Hasselblad master. I always like to start with story. Asking what we're trying to say with our work can be the most essential thing a photographer can do. The beauty of drones and the Mavic 3 show us completely new things once we're up and flying. They help us tell our story in entirely new ways. Because the drone will show you so many new things, I've really been enjoying the extended battery life of the Mavic 3. It allows me to feel a lot more relaxed and patient in the air when I'm flying, and this always leads to better compositions. An additional feature that I really like is the 7x optical zoom. I've been making some highly detailed panoramic images that just haven't been possible until now.
Wow, thanks Benjamin, for your perspective, first impressions, and these impressive images. Masterpieces from the master shot on our masterpiece. Love it. And thank you a lot, Bronius.
My pleasure.
I think that underlined the cutting-edge potential and new possibilities you can expect from Mavic 3. Let's take a sharp look at the highlights of today. The new Mavic 3 comes with a Hasselblad camera, 4/3 CMOS sensor, 20 megapixels, a telescopic camera with a 1/2-inch sensor, 5.1K, 4K at 120 frames per second, 46 minutes flight time, APAS 5.0 for obstacle sensing in all directions, Active Track 5.0, enhanced tracking for more focus on the action, advanced return to home for an even safer and smarter return with the touch of a button. The new DJI RC Pro Smart Controller with a 1000 nit screen and Transmission Deluxe, and a new DJI Cellular Transmission Dongle bringing you 4G connectivity. Good things come to those who wait, they say. And I say, you've been waiting long enough. So Mavic 3 will be available from this moment. This means both Mavic 3 versions and accessories are ready when you are. So the last question left, what's the price for these invaluable imaging tools? I'll show you. The Mavic 3 starts at $2,199 in the US. Flying more means shooting more, so Mavic 3 is also available in a Fly More combo, including more convenient accessories for $2,999. The new DJI RC Pro Smart Controller comes for $1,199. And all creators who want the maximum right away will choose the Mavic 3 Cine Premium combo. It comes with the Mavic 3 Cine version, with the RC Pro Smart Controller, a wide range of ND filters, and much more for $4,999. Please go check store.dji.com for all products and prices in your currency.
Wow, what a flight! I have to thank you for coming along with me on this beautiful journey to your perfect image. That's it from me. Love to all you image creators out there. As a DJI colleague once said, the beaten paths are not for the ones who are meant to fly. So have a blast with our new aerial masterpiece. I will for sure. Good flight, goodbye.